Hello, hello, hello. We should be doing this a little bit differently this week. Let me know if you guys are here. It still doesn't show that I'm online yet. Alright, it's green. So I tried to get an Ethernet cord today to make today a little bit smoother as far as streaming quality, but you know, nothing is easy on Macs. So I have to get a special Thunderbolt adapter unless I want to change driver information on my MacBook. So that's not happening today. However, I thought we might shake things up with a little Neopets card organization, just because every week I do a different video, a different game, and I'm not actually quite sure how much attention's on the games, and so I thought maybe this might just be just as fun. Hi there, Lionel, how are you? Dark Mump says, dang, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, this isn't even all of my cards. These are just the ones that I managed to bring to New York City on my last trip. So what I'm going to be doing is sorting out my duplicates from my rares, which is a really exciting task, but I should be able to talk while I'm doing it, and otherwise I just don't know if I'll ever get around to doing it. Plus this way I get to talk about neat cards as I come across them. So I've got the base set, which is these three piles, and I have Travels in Neopia, which is these three piles, and then I have 3 piles of the Darkest Fairy. So all of my other ones, you know, Hannah and the Ice Caves, the Curse of Maraqua, that's all at my parents' house still. Hey there, Reggie, Leon. And if you guys want to be part of the showcase today, I'm doing it a little bit differently this week. I'm having it be a raffle just because we've been going over time lately, and I want to show people off. I want to show off accounts, but at the same time, I've been going over the time that I agreed that I would take on a weekly basis to do this stream, and so I just figure if I do a raffle instead of everybody that signs up, then we should be able to get through it faster, and also it's a little bit fairer that way. The early Neopets cards really have a disparity of art style. The later expansions had really consistent art. Griffin says, I miss all my old Neopets TCG collection now. And yeah, I feel that it's really easy to, you know, deprioritize these things, especially like when you're an adult and you're moving from place to place. It's hard to justify keeping everything. And I live a really minimalist lifestyle, and so I don't have very many possessions. I could fit all of my possessions in maybe 5 or 6 boxes and, you know, move pretty easily. I don't have many clothes or anything like that. So my Neopets trading cards are like one of the big luxuries that I own for the sake of having one. Hello, Jasmine and Faye Fantasy. How are you guys doing? Also, there's better lighting over here, so I kind of wanted an excuse to come over here and record over here instead of at the desk, because it's kind of like a cave over there. So the early Neopets cards, the holographic ones, had like kind of an interesting style overlay on them. This is the Ensorcellator, which is like, kind of reminds me of, you know, it's like hypnotism over the pets. It's equipment. Girl, why are they doing that? Every time I get on stream, they're just like, we should make as much noise as possible. Why did I put it on that pile? I should have put it on that pile. But yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm putting all of my duplicates on a duplicate pile and all my unique ones on a unique pile, because eventually I want to get to a point where I'm not necessarily giving some of these away or selling them, but I would very much like to, I don't know if you guys could just hear that. I don't know if I was just reacting to something you guys couldn't hear, but there were a lot of sirens outside my apartment, and I tend to just let that noise. I'll Lionel says they're coming for your cards. I hope not. I will fight them. But I want to get to a point where I'm doing something that redistributes my cards. And notice I'm not saying selling. I'm not interested in selling my cards. But I've discussed this before, doing this thing that's kind of like a box that has some plushies in it, has some Pet Summer Julie swag in it, and also some cards, you know, maybe like a little bit of Neopet swag, but not too much. And the first step is finding out which cards I don't want to get rid of. So I do have a lot of dupes of like actually pretty nice cards, so it's not like it would all be incredibly common cards that would go to this effort. I just want to have my secure cards separated out for when that happens. Also, they're all kind of bound up in rubber bands right now, and that's not a good way to keep trading cards. So just trying to get that out of the way. There we go. Oh man. So they were working on the video game for a very long time, and you could see a lot of the precursor to the game in these. For instance, this one's called Fumble, and it's a werewolf going after a Scorchio who's dropping something in a swamp. And so it's like the Neopets team had like a very clear idea of what they were going to be doing with the werewolf swamp and Sophie's swamp in that game. So they look like they have a smooth surface. They move a lot. Yes, they do. They are. Yup. They're very slidey. Lionel says, do a prediction on the Neopet situation using Neopets cards. Okay. So here's how we're going to do it. I've got to shuffle these. You know, I do have tarot cards. I have some pretty nice kick-started tarot cards. Let's do a little reading on what's going to happen with Neopets. Lionel says 5,100 subscribers. It was just 5,000 yesterday. I know, it's absolutely bananas. I cannot complain. Maybe I should get my glasses so I don't have to go like this. Okay, alright, so I'm going to cut the deck. And then, like, what? I'm supposed to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like, what? There's like a bridge down here. I'm doing like a Neopets cards reading here. Oh, I need one more. And then there's like one here. Okay. Oh, and that one's on the top, that one's here, and that one's on the bottom. Okay. Alright. So this is a tarot card reading of what's going on with Neopets. Okay, so this top card is Fairy Pancakes, and it represents the opponent here, Fairy Pancakes. And so what that means is that the trial that they're encountering requires, it's dealing with an abundance, right? Like there's a little bit too much going on. And so this right here is the solution, and it's the Everlasting Apple. Alright, so far we've got Fairy Pancakes, Everlasting Apple. This is the Ally, and this is Earth Fairy Token. And so it gives strength to the Earth Neopet or hero in the contest. So some kind of boon going to the developer, some kind of hidden strength there. And then this is going to be the opportunity. And the opportunity is Fumble. Ooh, wow, that's really interesting. None of these are reversed. So now we're going to go to the past, present, and future of Neopets. So the past is the Mirror Shield. Ooh, and that's a really good one. It represents the fact that it was duplicative. It was not going on its own. It was mirroring the development of something else. It was really not working from a place of originality. It was just something. Alright, so here's the present. Dark Fairy Token. Oh, wow. So this is it's like a dark tulip, and I think we can all agree that Leopats is recovering from kind of a dark situation right now. I mean, the site went down. All right, and so the future. Evil Sloth Clone number 238. Wow, guys, the cards don't lie. Wow. You can destroy as many of these as you like. Sloth is just going to build more. Oh, so I guess that represents kind of like the tenacity and determination of the team to keep going. I mean, we had over here that the recommendation, the way that they're going to supersede is by fumble, right? And the description on that card is, I couldn't go and pick it up, could I? But you can. You can keep going. And that the strength here, the ally, was the Earth Fairy token. So, I think this is a very positive reading, Connor Spear says, Julie, please be totally honest. Do you think Neopets TCG is any good? Some friends of mine like finding obscure card games to play, and we're thinking about giving this one a try. So I don't play a lot of TCGs, so I honestly couldn't tell you if it's worth playing as far as TCGs are gone. Like probably Magic the Gathering is a lot more fun of a game. I've never played it, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, here we go. So Leonel says Leopets will keep on rising from its ashes. I think that's exactly what these cards say. How exciting was that? When I was first wanting to go on YouTube, what I always thought would be really fun to have, it would be really fun to have a tarot card channel where I just go through and did our daily reading or whatever. But it let's just face it, I don't think that I think that it's a very niche audience, and there's a whole lot of people that would probably provide dialogue on why that's an unreasonable thing to do. So hello to Al Boone, welcome. We're just going through and de-duping my Neopets card collection. Hold on, I did that backwards. Here we go. There we go. So some of these are going to be pretty rare. Wilson says, in Neopets, can you mix the paintbrushes? No, you cannot. You're pretty much stuck with whatever art Neopets has. They don't have any kinds of cross paintbrushes, like Baby Fairy. I know is a really popular combination that people want that Neopets does not have. Or Royal Haunted or something like that, which would be really cool. Why am I even doing it like this? Whatever, I've already started. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking, if I have a duplicate, I'm putting it in this pile. So, I just did a card reading on what I think is going on with the Leopets situation. I can't really provide, an actual comment on it right now, but who knows, maybe in the future I'll talk about it. Te Aoboon says, that's a pretty accurate pronunciation of my name. Thanks, I'm glad-ish. Sorry if I just butchered it just now. You should get some sleeves for the cards. I definitely should. I usually keep them in a book. I have a few binders at home. I had 3 binders for this amount of cards, but those are heavier to transport than the cards themselves, so I did not do that. Leonel says you should get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Decky thing. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna get some card deck boxes and keep them pretty much there. I would really like to do some kind of neat art with them and display them is ultimately what I would like to do. But at this point, the only role they play in my life is a collection, a representation of something that I care about very much. And Wilson says, do you have all of the Neopets cards? Not even close. So what I'm doing right now is making sure that I can know how many of what I have. Just because I don't even think I have them all logged on my Neopets account, which cards I have. And I would like to complete my collection and that's a very expensive task, just because it's hard to get specific cards, because a lot of people that have Neopets cards bought them, you know, over a decade ago and don't even think they have resale value, or won't post which specific cards they have, or when they do, they put them all up in one big lot, and it's just like very rare that stuff that's actually valuable gets posted. So I have to like set aside a budget to complete this. Like, I could just take my YouTube earnings and put it towards that, but I think you guys probably want me to get a microphone, like a better microphone than the one I have right now first. I actually need to figure out what's wrong with my microphone. It gets like there's this terrible hum on it, and I either need to fix it or get a better one or something. I don't know. Green walkie, green walkie, green walkie, green walkie. And yeah, I would like to have all of the Neopets cards. It's just not a thing I have right now. So I see some of y'all are filling out the forum, and that's good. I'm glad to see that. Just because it's like I've decided that I, you know, like when I like set up doing a live stream, I was like, oh, it's only gonna take an hour, and now it's like taking almost up to 2 hours, and so I just need to cut back, unfortunately, and just moderate my time a little bit more. All right, so let's see what we got here. Leon says, I don't hear anything wrong with this audio. So this is the microphone on my laptop that I'm using right now. I'm talking about the audio for my videos, because like the laptop microphone isn't that great quality, so I bought like a professional microphone. However, for some reason it has this hum on it that it records, and so like if you watch my videos, sometimes there's like a hum, and I don't really know how to diagnose it, how to fix it. Alright, there we go. So here's the dupes and here's the rares. Geez, that's like more than half of it is dupes. Wilson says you should get the Yeti microphone. So the thing is with USB microphones is the audio quality comes through a lot less than audio microphones that have a converter. So I got an audio microphone that has a converter, because if you do like listen to sound comparisons of the two of them, the Yetis are USB microphones, and it like misses out on a lot of stuff. And so I need to talk to my audio engineer friends and figure out what's going on with my microphone. Because like theoretically it should be like pretty good. And oh, Nathan says, how excited are you for Dapper Volk scale 1 to 10? I would say probably an 8. I think about it on a pretty regular basis. Like in my day-to-day life, I would love to play Dapper Volk so much. Like, I am a huge fan of the game design and of the art, and I'm here for it, guys. I'm absolutely here for it. Yellow Aisha. Aishas are playful, intelligent, and one of the most magical species of Neopet. So they say. I love like the sassy Neopets trivia on the cards and on the pet pages. Terry says, the sound is fine really. What's your favorite set look-wise? I really love how the Morocco TCG look. I would probably say my favorite is the Darkest Fairy set. I think it's like a little sophisticated, like almost a little sophisticated in how much they refined their look, and it's a real cohesive look. But you're probably right, the Curse of Morocco was probably the first time that they had that sort of cohesive look. Nathan says, I like Dapper Volk's art, plus being early makes it more exciting. That's true. I'm a huge fan of Dapper Volk's art. It's the cutest thing. It's absolutely beautiful. Andrew says, have you played the Darkest Fairy PS2 game? Yes, I gave it so many hours. I'm not a fan of that game. And if you guys have not played it and are interested in seeing some gameplay, there are a bunch of YouTube channels that have done Let's Plays of it, and I'm not a fan of it. Wilson says, why are the Aisha's eyes closed? And my response to that is, you can't just ask Aisha's why their eyes are closed. I'm joking. I have no idea. Maybe there's just too much out there for them to see. Book of Sadness, Broken Sword, some real Lord of the Rings stuff going on here. But yeah, this is like the earliest one, so you've got some like real fine line stuff, some real thick line stuff. Snappy Tom Dury said, how did you end up on Down the Rabbit Hole? So Fred commented on my channel, and I messaged him, he messaged me, we started talking, and he had the idea to do a video together. He asked if I would be willing to help write it and provide my voice, and I was more than happy to. We had like a few calls where we collaborated, and it was a really, really fun time, a great experience. I think we might meet up when I'm on that part of the country. So it was altogether a very good time. Awesome Teapot says, are you going to buy something from Dapper Volt Kickstarter? If so, do you know what you're going to buy? I'm going to buy, I think, the black, white, and gold set, because that gives you a lot of familiars and has a lot going on. I think that's what it's called. You might wanna look into that. Tay says, I can't wait to play Dapper Volk. We'll need to get a netbook to play it. Hope it's optimized for tablets too. I hope so. I know that they were not prioritizing mobile, and I assume tablet falls underneath the mobile spectrum of web design, but you know, it's definitely, I know people were playing it during the alpha and caring about it. Nathan says, I'm going to get the $65 tier or $100 one most likely. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get like the best value, and also, you know, I want to support it. I've put a lot of money into Dapper Volk so far, and I'm really, really excited for it and to see where it's go. Awesome Teapot says, I'm thinking of getting the 65 Canadian dollar jeweled unicorn one. Yep. And so I think the black, white, is that above that one? I don't know. I don't have them memorized. I know everybody's been talking about it for the last few days, and I'm very excited about it. I also am thinking about just signing up with a secondary or a prepaid card just to buy some registration codes to give out to some folks, just because so far I've been buying duplicates of all of the Dapper Volk codes. So I have some of the support bundle codes to hand out when the right time comes. I have some clarification on the setup of Dapper Volk so far with retiring items, and I might do a video about that at the end of the month, right before their Kickstarter launches, just to, you know, remind everyone that it's about to launch, but also to like clarify and shed light for everyone. Wilson says, what do you call a chihuahua that is always cold? Frosty dog? I don't know. What do you call one? Awesome Teapot says, yeah, with the 65 Canadian dollar one, don't you get the bring a friend tier? I'm not actually quite sure. I would have to look at it. A chihuahua. I love chihuahuas, actually. No joke. If I had my way, I would have like a cat and a chihuahua, and they would like be on the screen at all times. I don't know if y'all watch Quiet Cool Kid, No Doubt, Quickened on YouTube, but she just got a YouTube button, like, you know, the play button. She just got one this week, and that's really cool. I'm a huge fan of hers. The reason why I thought to bring that up is because she's got a cat who is always, like, walking around on camera, and I just think that's the cutest thing. Cat's name is Ethan, which I think is a great name for a cat, and I really want a cat. So I did get an Ethernet cord because I thought that might help with buffering issues. However, the way that MacBooks work, you know, you need to buy special Apple everything, and I need to get a special converter. Andrew Hoyt says, if you could have a Neopet in real life as a pet, which would you prefer? Jeez. I'm trying to think, like, which one would look like the least weird. Like, as an actual biological creature. And I think that has to be something like, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I mean, I really love Kacheeks, but I don't think I'd want one as a pet. Because they just, like, seem really anthropomorphized. And I don't want one too much. Like Nathan says, Loop. And I agree with that, because it's, like, very dog-like. I would almost say something like a Zweetok, because they're just, like, super cute. Or, I don't know, like an Akara. It's kind of like a cat. I'm actively looking at an Akara card, so it's even easier to come up with that. Yeah, a lot of Loop support. People are saying Loops because they look like dogs. What about the Galerts? No love for the Galert boys? Bummer. No one loves you, Galerts. Go home. Okay, so we got some Money Tree Ghosts. Whatever happened to those things? Neopets has the weirdest villains. Ooh, Andrew says, I get a Shoiru. It is like a dragon. It can fly you around places. Galert, low tier. Yeah, I mean, Aisha's, I might get an Aisha just because, like, they're, like, a little bit magical. They got, like, the ear things going on. They're aliens. And I think, like, an Aisha would be a good friend. Matthew says, a Moroccan Drake would be cute if it were tiny. That's true. That would be a great aquarium pet. Oh my gosh, Moroccan Drakes are beautiful. Leonel said, oh, sorry. Awesome Teapot says, do you know if you were accepted into Leopets? No, I do not. I know a lot of people were rejected, that they were responding with rejections, and honestly, I'm not surprised. It's a very, you know, small game, and I think we kind of flooded their inbox. Whoops. Leonel says, who would win in a fight, a Loop or 10 Kacheeks? Dude, you cannot put out the spirit of one Kacheek with 10 Loops, let alone, you know, one Loop against 10 Kacheeks. They're big in spirit. I got a lot of spirit. Wilson says you should do art commissions. Thank you. I just don't have the time right now. I don't do very much art these days. I mean to. It's just that I never get around to it. I just, you know, working on a lot of videos. Ooh, so I am going on vacation from August 9th through 22nd. But during that time, I have 2 videos queued already. 2 videos for this week, and I'm currently editing one for the next week. So I think you guys should be seeing consistent videos. Lady Moonlight Elf says, what cards are those? These are all Neopets cards. And I'm sorting through the original Neopets deck right now. And Katie says, what is your favorite painted pet? So I'm kind of in the camp of unconverted royal curies, both boys and girls. But I'm also really into Uzuki boys and Uzuki girl oozles. And I guess you could say Quigiki is really similar up there. I really like that style. I think They're cute as hecky, but I also really like Eventide. I think Eventides are really, really good care. Lady Moonlight Elf says, in Finland we never had those as far as I could tell. I'm sorry to hear that, but, you know, they only had a few expansions. My mom very mercifully let me get cards every week, so that's the only reason why I am, like, knee-deep in cards. Thanks, Mom! Because I just haven't bought that many in my adult life. Snappy Tom Dory says, what is your least favorite Neopet? So I'm not shy about this at all. It's the Orgrin. I think it's just kind of a sad mistake of a Neopet. I know that not everybody doesn't agree with that. Apparently there's a car out there trying to censor me from saying hecky. Alright, Wand of Confusion. Some of this art is just like, when did you do this? Why did you do this? So Wharves, and then I should be done with the base set. I have so many dupes, guys. So many dupes. More than half of that was dupe. Okay, so let's see. 212, 213. So how's this stacked? With the lowest on top. That's, okay. And I have to go through and double check later to make sure that I didn't put any uniques where they don't belong. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Winter Fun says, a little off topic, do you have another Leiden video planned? Yes, the next video that comes out is Leiden. I pushed it off for my last video. I think I talked about that in the video. Wilson says, ever heard of the Wereloop? Yep, there were a bunch of Wereloop cards in here. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Orgrin. And someone said Chia. Why do the Chias get no love? But I also agree with that. They're just kind of a little, you know, a little potato sack with legs. Katie says, does anyone remember the little video where they talk about each character or each species? And yup, they still have those up on the website. I used the Grundo one for the Grundo video that I did. Julie. Sorry, I just put things in the wrong pile. I do like the little, I do like how Chias can be like vegetables and stuff. I think that's very cute. Oh, I'm always messing up my discard piles. Don't play card games with me. Yeah, I like the fruit Chias, etc. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So now they're all sorted the same way. Nice. So this one should be 212, and that one's 213, and this one's 178, and this one should be like 177. Nice. Okay, so I easily halved the amount of cards that I actually want to keep. Nice. And so what I might do is, I just don't want to straight up sell any of these, because it just feels not right to me to just sell my cards. So I have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this whole package deal arena. But yeah, totally. Okay, so that's one expansion pack down. Oh, that was easily like 1/3 of the cards that I had for that expansion pack. Oh my god. Okay. And it only took 30 minutes. Wilson says, have you ever heard of the game called Dust in Elysian Tale? I think I'm familiar with something related to Elysian, but no, not off the top of my head. Andrew says, sell it with Neo points, LOL. unfortunately cannot sell. I know you're joking, but I have to say this for the sake of having said it. But you cannot sell or exchange real-world goods or services for Neopets. Duh. Okay. Sorry. Leonel says, do you plan on making more Ugly Park videos? 100% yes. So where I left off with Ugly Park is that year 2, and I had recorded all of those videos at once a couple months ago, and I still have all the save files, so I decided to like go back and record the 3rd part, which will actually be the final part. So I might be cutting that if I get a cut. Hey, if I cut that video this week, then you can expect to see it this month. And if I don't, then you guys might see it next month. Just because I'm going on vacation for like a week and a half, so it's hard to do that kind of stuff in advance. But you guys all know that. I don't need to tell you that. Oh geez. So I wanted to get all of these cards out of those rubber bands because it's a really harsh environment for a card to be in, and I don't want my cards to be bent or warped or anything like that. So there is 9 minutes remaining to sign up for the Lair showcases. Yeah, no, this is the Travels in Neopia deck, and these cards are so well made. Huge fan. Ooh, I've got a bunch of duplicate holo cards. Hey yo! If y'all are interested in some holo cards, stay tuned to my channel for deets on whatever it is I'm doing. Lyacon says, whoop whoop, how are all of you? Good, it's a Sunday. I'm feeling good about that for some reason. I'm gradually trying to shift my sleep schedule so that when I land in Europe, I don't have terrible jet lag. I'm still going to, but yeah. Leon Gamer says, I can't believe what happened to me yesterday. I wanted to set up a Neopets account, and I went to Neopets and made a new Neopets account. Silly, silly, silly. So I probably will not be making any more videos about Neopets. I don't think I'll make any videos about registration windows either. Well, we'll have to see where that all goes. Like, I'm just as interested as everyone else to figure out what's going on. And so October says, will we get any similar treats to Tyra Banks and Pyramid Schemes in the near future? So I really wanted to do like a kind of like a... Yes, so there was like another Tyra video that I really wanted to make. That's specifically about her pyramid scheme no longer being a pyramid scheme. Like, this happened really recently, and I wanted to do like an update on that, but I thought it was too soon, so I didn't do it. And now, what I've always wanted to do, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel where I told like famous epics of history, and so I'm a huge fan of the Epic of Gilgamesh. And so I would really like to do, like, the first story in the Epic of Gilgamesh and, like, animate it in the style of that Tyra video. But yeah, that's the next one I think I'm going to do. Kid says, I'm waiting for the Flight Rising registration window. Can't decide on a flight. Follow your heart, and if you don't like where you wind up, you could always change it. That's my input on that. I was in the same flight for a few years. I just switched over to ICE, and I'm totally fine. Totally happy with my life choices. Noils are so cute. Oh my gosh, this Noil card. Goals. Cute goals. Alright, Sloth's Master Plan. I also, before quarter 4 starts, I should probably release a video talking about the conventions I'm going to be going to at the end of this year / very beginning of next year. What in the world? Who is ringing that bell? So in the knife sharpening van comes by, I think he rings a bell like that. But it could also just be a kid with a bell. You shouldn't have a bell. So Lycaon is pronounced Lycaon. I might have said Lyacon. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to offend. I have a lot of unique cards in this one. Oh, blue Bunny. Oh, cute. They're really coming. They're really coming for me. The Bell Kids. Oh, I was also going to make like a cringe video about the Sailor Neopets, which is like a fan parody of Sailor Moon that like a bunch of people created, and I had one. Do you remember this game kind of like Neopets? It was on Nickelodeon. You play as anthropomorphic animals, and you play trading card games versus people. I do not remember that. However, I do remember like my first time like signing into an online experience or coming up with a username was Nickelodeon. They had forums and like a little cash-based trading card game where like if you click around on the site you got like cards and stuff, and I was always like really blown away. Like I loved that. I was like a big like cartoon kid. I watched a lot of TV growing up, so like I really like the Nickelodeon lineup from when I was a kid. Hashtag cultured, hashtag pop culture, hashtag cartoons, hashtag ad. Purple Shoiroo. There we go. Shoiroos can find new friends anywhere, is what it says. Jaguar Rar says recently got back into Neopets after finding your stuff, went on Lost and Found for a koi, but the koi was actually a misidentified croc. A great new start. Congratulations, that's a really cool story. I mean, the good news is that crocs aren't super inflated anymore, so if you did want to create a croc, it's not going to set you back millions of treasure, or Neo points, I guess is the currency. Wilson says, I want to get a Bunny so badly, but I don't know where you can get one. You're probably best off getting a potion and morphing your critter into a Bunny. I say always go for the transmogrification potions, because those tend to be cheaper because they give you a mutated version of the pet, but then you can use a cheap paintbrush to change it to like a more, you know, cuter version of the Bunny. That would be my opinion there. Bunnies are super cute. I don't think I've ever had one, but they are a cute pet. Man, I'm so afraid of warping these cards, which is why I'm glad that I'm unbinding them now, and I will be putting them in like a more appropriately sized, you know, place for them to live with separators. Okay, cool. So that's this so far. On to the next pile. Whew. Oh, 2 minutes until we do the layer showcases. So actually, I'll just set this all aside. Oh man, I want to do like neat art stuff with these cards because I love the art on the back. And some of these dupes, like I'll have just like so many of one card. So I just kind of want to like make art out of these using extra cards. I mean, I have hundreds of them. I easily have over 1,000 cards on this table right now. Wow. But I would only take the ones, no, only like ones that have so many dupes that they're useless. Lionel says, a house of cards? Possibly. Possibly. Alright. I'm gonna put these in order now. Like if I lived alone, I would like frame these or something. Just have giant frames. Like amazing wall art that's just all of the cards. God, I love Neopets. Does anybody else ever feel that way? Like you're just like doing something and you just remember how much you love Neopets.com? Because that's me like every day, every time I'm doing anything. Oh, I have so many holographics. So many. Praise me. Tell me I'm good. I have so many holographics. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So I'm going to set these all aside. Bring my my laptop down here. If you guys haven't entered yet, go ahead, go for it. Because I'm about to close off entries, so do it real quick if you want me to show off your critters. Okay, so those are the good ones, these are the dupes. And I'm totally going to keep doing this even after we ripe up today, because, I've got a lot to work through. Rubber bandos. Rubber banderinos. Okay, alright. Leon Gamer says, I think I entered. You totally did. You were the first to enter. Ooh, so we have quite a variety here. We've got Dragon Cave. We've got Flight Rising. We have another Flight Rising. One of those might be misspelled. I don't know. And also Lyden entries. Okay, so I'm going to turn off responses. I warned everyone. Okay, alright. No longer accepting responses. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 9 responses. Oh! Sorry, guys. Alright. The lighting is so much better over here. It's not like I'm in a shadowy den. But that means you get to see what my skin quality is actually like. So, I mean, who really wins? No one. Okay, alright. Time to scroll this down. Very behind the scenes going on over here. Okay. And I'm going to open a new window and put Flight Rising in it as a placeholder. It's just me and a black window. I know that's what everyone wanted to see today. That's why everyone's here. Okay. I'm not using my second screen right now, obviously. So it's a little bit more ragtag today. Oh geez. Do you ever accidentally open a program while you're live streaming and you don't have the time or the patience to make it go away? That's me. Alright, so there are 9 entrants, and we're going to do like a random... Google actually has a random number generator in it now. So, let's go... Oh, hey! So, Lycaon said, anybody ever go to Missouri and do the Castle of Chaos? I just did that today. So, I'm actually from the great state of Missouri. I know you were looking at me and you were thinking, that looks like a girl who grew up in the Corn Belt, and you are all right. It's true. And I've never heard of the Castle of Chaos. I will look it up for later. And then I'm going to type in Google random number generator. Alright. Gonna take the responses, put them in a spreadsheet, and then use a random number generator to pick the top 3. What? Oh, did I just Google random number generator? That's embarrassing. Tell no one I know. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's no longer a thing? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so the minimum is 1 and the maximum is 9. Alright, so the first one we're going to do is number 2, which is Time Lord Snowy. I'm just highlighting it here, and okay, I guess I'll go through and do it real quick. And so this is Time Lord Snowy's Lyden account, and we have a lion here to showcase. I'm going to open it. This is like the one downside to doing it this way. You have to load a lot of pages. Okay. It's not what I wanted to open. Here we go. Hey, Em, what's up? Em is Cynthia. Cynthia's a good old friend. Okay, so this is Time Lord Snowy's Primal Beb. And yes, I'm gonna mood boost because it's a precious baby. So anyways, this Primal is 178 stats, gender male, forgiving personality, which is a good personality type. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and, is there no quick way to import into wardrobe? I guess not. But anyways, oh, we have White Panther and Onyx Lace. Very, very cute baby. The parents are Syrian and Ivory. Let's go ahead and check out the territory. Don't forget to stay hydrated, guys. It's an important part of any weekend. Oh my gosh, so this is Zucarly, the Phoenix. And Zucarly, oh, that decor that's like a piebald adolescent male, and then kind of like a suspicious looking male. So the rival lace, Shy Vakai. Oh, very cool. 272 stats. Kind of like a ruddy color. So dark golden, under white, dark brown crumbing, under white 6, and ivory bottom. That face, spooky looking guy. But I do appreciate the lion decor with other lions. It really adds just like an interesting picture illustration of the guys. Alright, and now we're gonna go ahead and let's peek around the territory. Oh wow, so we have the entire pride categorized in one place. Andrew Hoyt said, crap, I forgot to drink water. Go drink some water. Okay? Okay? I'm all about the water. So we're gonna look at the queen. This is Lilo, 14 years and 1 month. Ooh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. A lot of nice rich gold tones. And that has like a onyx ridge and quartz strokes. And the eyes are amber. 395 stats, and she's currently a mama. I do like those nice yellow eyes. We've got a lot of lions going on here. In this den, I could not take care of this many lions in a pride. Honestly, like that, it just makes me nervous. I see a user with like a lot. It just like, oh, that's so much to take care of. Okay. Alright, so we're moving on to the next one. So random number generator. 1. You guys saw it wasn't me. The thing just said 1. Alright, so cool. So this is Leon Gamers. And so we're going to copy and go to that one. And today I'll do it till time runs out, so it'll be a little bit more than 3 users. Probably. We'll see. So this is Sketch. Ooh, okay. Alright. I'm already a little bit hyped. Wow, Leon, you've done it. So this is Sketch, Obsidian Metallic, Crimson Shimmer, Crimson Runes. So this dragon has plague eyes, which means they're nice and bright red. It matches the familiar, which is one of these little creepy crawly guys. And it matches, I say, because of the metallic base. So very cool black and red. It reminds me of like, what are the names of those little spiders that have like the black and little red on them? Black Widow, I think is what they're called. But I very much like that. Metallic is one of my favorite genes. Not seeing a lot of metallic, and I wish we could see some more metallic going on. Very cool. We're gonna peep on Leon's lair. I don't know why I'm not logged in. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Okay, alright. Back to Leon. Sorry, like it just freaks me out when I get logged out. like unexpectedly. Oh, so that's the dragon that was 100 gems. Okay, okay. So we got Fayville going on here. Fayvilla. Some may know it as Fayvilla. Going on in Leon's lair. Ooh, Fairy Revere. We have some good use of skins and accents. I have to admit, I'm not so great at doing that. But Leon is. Some bright eye burner codals in the best way, right? Like eye burner, but like in a tasteful, curated kind of way. And what else have we got here? Ooh, oh, Draken. Was that actually? That wasn't one of mine, was that? If I just looked at him so much that I think he is. Anyways, we're gonna peep on Blizzard, which is a Nocturne female, level 25. Heckin' level 25. And Blizzard has Ice Tiger, Ice Peregrine, Ice Underbelly, so triple ice, but enough variation in the ice with the Tiger and the Peregrine that, oh, but hold on. There's a skin. Oh. Anyways, very cool. I like that the skin is actually an accent, or is it a skin scent? It's an accent, that the accent adds like a good variety of tones on top of the tiger and the peregrine. Because I was looking at that, I was like, that's not tiger. These little things right here, that's not tiger. But yeah, totally. Thank you very much for sharing with us, Leon. Good choices, good purchases. You're a good man. Alright, let's go ahead and generate a third. Number 3. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. This is honestly what the random number generator spat out. Like, you guys saw it. It's fair. No one's contesting it. I'm just saying that, like, yes, it definitely said 3. Alright, cool. Leon says, I think you would like the Fae second page, as well as Lucia. She has the colors that you like. I did see one that was like Orca Metallic, and that's something that I'm very into. Alright, so here we go. This is Skylar. Oh, wow. So, Lyodin decors always, like, put me in, like a shocked state, because I never know how to use them, but you guys are so good at using them. Like, those wings. Oh, so what we have going on here is Resurrection, was what I imagine the wings are. Moonstone, Veiled Circlet, Submissive Female, Black-Footed Cat Decor, and Call to the Stars. Oh, the kitty! That's cute! Okay, and so I guess the Resurrection includes the eyes, because those are bright. So the base is Sorrel, the eyes are blue, the main color is ice, of course, we don't see it on the female. Cream Undershine, Glacial Points, Feline 7 Onyx, and Ice Crackle. So the lion already has some blue tones to her, which I'm a huge fan of. I love that Lyodin really implemented some, like, more colors to work with. M says Submissive Female. Yeah, just because of the posing of, you know, submissive doesn't have to be a, you know, like a sexual connotation. Like, submissive can be a demeanor that, you know, many people have. And so that's what that is denoting in this illustration. The fact that the female is in a submissive position next to the little kitty cat. Alright, and so this is Masozi Rasmus. Cool name. And so we have appearances are everything, my main squeezes, and the side chicks. October says, I don't even play this game, but she's so pretty, and I agree. Ooh, so this is this that same girl we were just looking at? It is. Girl, she can stop a show without even the decor. Because, like, I saw that, and I was like, who's that? But we had already seen her. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to jump to number 1, Kiabria. Oh, she's a very dark girl. So Onyx with Onyx Siamese, Celestial Shine, Celestial Agouti, Celestial Speckles, and Onyx Points. So very dark girl, but a lot of Celestial going on with her. And I appreciate that. We're going to jump over to Appearances Are Everything because I feel like we're going to have a lot of peepin' value. And it's all about the peepin', my friends. I'm just trying to get my peeps in, you know what I'm talking about? You know how I feel about peepin'? Sorry if it's getting laggy right now. Have I heard of the site called Balto? I have not. Alright, so let's jump over to Appearances Are Everything, if it'll load. I'm sorry, I tried to get an Ethernet cord, but I'm planning ahead for the future. I'm planning for next time. We will not be streaming next week. The week after that's a little up in the air. I love my computer 2010. Hello, how are you doing? So this is Appearances Are Everything, and the featured line is Vandal 7M 3%. So we could either show her. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, I have to stop everything because I just saw this comment pull up. Why is Australia's top model arguably the best in the series? As an Australian, I find it weird whenever people of other countries watch our terrible TV shows. So, Australia's Next Top Model is by far the best top model. The editing is so much better. They actually hold the models up to a standard of modeling and teach the models actual real-world techniques. America's Next Top Model is trash. If you watch the most recent season of America's Next Top Model, you will be missing Australia's Next Top Model. That's my 2 cents on that. I watch a lot of Top Model, and Australia's Next Top Model is very accurate, and that's how I feel about that. And Wilson says, do you watch regular show? I used to when I was in college. I watched it pretty regularly, and then I realized that it doesn't really vibe with. I just kind of just stopped watching it, to tell you the truth. Alright, so this is Chlorica. I'm going to give her a little mood boost because I can. Sorry about that little digression about Australia's Next Top Model, but I love that show. And so this is Chlorica. And Chlorica has Feline 2 Dark Brown and Feline 6 Onyx, 825 stats, which is how I decided to click on her in the first place. Alright, so this pretty much is our stream for this week. We're cutting it here at 3 p.m. because we keep our schedule. Thank you guys so much for joining me to go through my cards. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed this format. I think it's pretty much the same as me playing a game, to tell you the truth. Stay tuned. We've got a Lion video coming out this week, and we have an account showcase, and I'm trying to remember what the other video that I have lined up is. I'll pull it up for y'all because you get all my top secrets. You come to my streams, you get my top secrets. That's how it works. So I think the only 2 I actively have queued are the account showcase and the Lion one. But I'm working on Mara Pet's exploration video. And then if I can, then we will work in Ugly Park year 3 and year 4. It's the Ugly Park conclusion. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys all soon. Join the Discord. I'm going to be spending the next week and a half off. So, I'll see you guys.